Eviction notices went up today for homeless people living along the Bend Parkway. Leslie Cano was there. Leslie, what locations are we talking about?
Lee, notices for camp removals were handed out to campers along the Powers Road and Colorado Avenue Parkway ramps. Those living there have until Saturday, October 16th to remove all their personal property before ODOT comes through to clean out the area. Signs went up along the parkway early Tuesday morning, notifying campers of the no camping policy ODOT plans to enforce on its property.
From safety to fire hazard to permanence, it's become a problem that ODOT has to deal with.
Peter Murphy, the Region 4 spokesman for the Oregon Department of Transportation, along with ODOT workers and a Bend police officer, inspected tents at both the Powers Road and Colorado Avenue Parkway ramps and notified residents that they'll be clearing the area in 10 days. ODOT had previously allowed campers to stay in those areas as long as no permanent structures or fire hazards were present. But Murphy says those terms were not met.
Some of these camps start looking pretty permanent. People putting in lighting, more permanent physical structures like couches and beds.
Murphy says safety concerns from the upcoming winter season were also factors.
Some of these campers are really up adjacent to the highway right-of-way, and what we're worried about is when a plow might come by and be pushing snow over or cinders, or if a car spins out or something like that. That's a major safety concern that we have, particularly with some of the campers over in that area.
More than a dozen tents could be seen in the area. The growth of the homeless camps is hard for ODOT to keep clean and free of hazards.
I mean, you can look around and see that if we get into clearing personal property here, it's going to take quite an effort to clean up. So we need more resources than ODOT has on hand just by ourselves, and scheduling that is also part of the issue.
Murphy says social services agencies were notified in order to assist with the transition. On Friday, ODOT will notify campers located along the Revere Avenue Parkway ramps that they too will need to move. ODOT crew members were also seen providing bags to those who needed a way to gather their personal belongings. Lee, back to you.
Many organizations gathered in Bend today, calling on the community to stand in solidarity against racial issues. Bola Badabo joins us now with the details. Bola?
Lee, it was spurred by the emotional loss of Barry Washington's life, but it also goes much deeper than that, and organizers demand a call for action.
I pray you catch a wave that doesn't subside.
The shooting death of Barry Washington Jr. in downtown Bend on September 19th has left a lot of anger and heartache in the local community of color. The Restorative Justice and Equity Group hosted a panel with several organizations in Bend Tuesday. They addressed racial injustice, the trauma that comes with it, restorative practices and workshops to implement in schools, and requests local and governing bodies to take fair, appropriate action on criminal behavior and consequences.
None of us can understand the pain and disappointment that Barry Washington Jr.'s family is going through.
For contesting parties debating if Washington's death is racially motivated or not, the group makes it clear Washington's death isn't just a singular tragedy, but adds to a deep level of suffering which has plagued the Black community far before September 19th. A student survey distributed in 3 town hall meetings assessed how students of color are impacted in Central Oregon.
33%, 1 out of every 3 students of color, said that they felt unsafe at their school. And 57, a majority, said they felt like they belonged only a little or not at all. Students of color here in Bend carry a pervasive, ambient, high level of stress with them daily. They are acutely aware that they are viewed by many as the other.
I had a student come up to me on Thursday of last week and she says, why aren't we talking about this in our classes? Why aren't we communicating and having this discussion?
Kenny Adams, member of the Fathers Group in Bend and the Bend Lapine School Equity Coalition, calls for action.
We need to engage with the communities that this affects. Not just telling the community what happens to us, but actually seeing how it affects us.
Assistant Director of Communications of the Bend Lapine School District, Alondra Johnson, says she recognizes students of color have a different experience, and the Bend in the Pines School Board will continue to implement programs and practices to ensure all students feel welcome. More information regarding the conference will be in our web article later tonight. Lee?
Tonight, we want to know if you've witnessed racist behavior in Central Oregon. To weigh in, head over to our web poll on the ktvz.com homepage. You'll find it under the News tab. It was another average day for us, but Katie Tsuniga says that's all about to change. She joins us now with the first look at your local alert weather forecast. Katie?
Lee, one of the obvious ways we're seeing this change is another freeze watch. This begins for us actually Thursday morning at 2 a.m. and goes until Thursday morning at 9 a.m. That's the time that we are expecting these temperatures to drop to below freezing. And this is not all of Central Oregon. Obviously, you can tell there's just certain areas from Bend up through the edge of Sisters, Redmond, Madras, and then up into Warm Springs, part of Prineville. This is where we are expecting our temperatures to be rather chilly when we get to Thursday morning. Now, we had an average day today, as we just mentioned. Temperatures got into those mid-upper 70s, I should say, and we get the low 70s. That's where we usually are. Tonight's temperatures, although they're going to be cooler than last night, will be closer to average. We had a really warm night last night. Here's another change we're seeing. We have clouds out off the Mount Bachelor camera looking toward Three Sisters, and if we take a look around the region, you can see clouds are definitely building in across because we have a chance for showers tonight. Then those cooler temperatures that last for quite a while. So coming up in your full forecast, join me and we'll take a look at this cool air that's coming in, how cold will be, and how long that will last. That's in just a bit. Lee?
Starting October 18th, visitors to St. Charles facilities must be fully vaccinated. Visitors will only be allowed to enter if they provide acceptable proof of vaccination. Unvaccinated visitors will only be allowed under extraordinary circumstances. This could include a visitor to a patient who is at the end of life, a parent of a pediatric patient, a support person as defined by Oregon law, or an emergency response worker.
We are experiencing a significant surge of COVID-19 patients in our region and in our hospitals. So this pandemic is not over. In fact, we're in the worst surge that we've seen during the entirety of this pandemic. And just to kind of share with you, last month, September, we had 56 deaths in our region from COVID-19. And this is the most we've had during any month during the pandemic.
Patients who are positive for COVID-19 are not allowed any visitors, regardless of a visitor's vaccination status. All other patients have the right to at least one fully vaccinated visitor per day. St. Charles says about 90% of its staff is vaccinated.